We have seen that after fertilization, a one-celled zygote is formed. The zygote then divides mitotically to form the embryo, which finally becomes a new plant. So after fertilization, the ovary then develops into the fruit and the ovule becomes the seed. And if the seed is sown, you can see these are the two cotyledons, which is actually the endosperm, which has got the nutritive tissue, and here you can see the tiny embryo, the baby here, okay, which is developing into a tiny plant. So the endosperm provides the food, whereas a baby uses that food to grow. A few other things are mentioned in your book. We'll just look at that. Flowers are of two types. They can be unisexual flower or a bisexual flower. A unisexual flower is a flower which has only one of the essential whorls. That means it may have either the androecium or the gynoecium. It doesn't have both. A bisexual flower is a flower which has both androecium and gynoecium inside the same flower. So datura, hibiscus are examples of bisexual flowers, whereas papaya, they are examples of unisexual flowers. Then some flowers may have a long stalk or may have a stalk, or the stalk scientifically is called as a pedicel, or some may not have a pedicel. These flowers like this over here do not have any stalk, they are directly attached here. So accordingly, they will be called pedicellate flower, that is having a stalk, and sessile flower having no stalk. Also, you have two types of pollination, self-pollination and cross-pollination. Now, what is pollination? Pollination is nothing but the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. So that can happen in two ways. Okay, you can have pollination happening from the anther of the one flower to the stigma of the same flower, or from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower but on the same plant. If it's like that, then it is called as self-pollination. But if the pollen grains are taken from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower of an entirely different plant, then it is called as cross-pollination. And with this, we complete the reproduction in plants, and in the next video, we'll be seeing reproduction in human beings. Thank you.